All right, y'all, welcome to this exclusive emergency Bitcoin stream, because right now Bitcoin is struggling to hold a key area of support. This is one of the most significant levels for Bitcoin. We have been waiting for it for a very long time, and here we are. We're going to talk about the price action, walk through everything, and talk about the various scenarios that I am prepared to trade. But first, make sure to like the video, guys. As you can see, the Jason Casper like button index is just mega bullish. Make sure to FOMO into the video right now. This is a potential trade setup right here. You can see you only have to risk 100% of your hard-earned capital in order to eke out this tiny little profit. Totally worth it, guys. Totally worth it. Make sure to FOMO into the like button now. So let's get into this Bitcoin price action. What is going on with this? Well, a few things. First of all, we need to be aware that on the market Cipher weekly time frame, money flow has crossed into the purple for the first time in a very long time. And historically, when this happens, it means we get another 40 to 50% drop to the downside. However, on the other side of that Bitcoin, we are currently right now coming to a level that we have been waiting for a very long time, and that is the macro golden pocket retracement from the low we put in at 32.9 to the most recent high that we have put in. You can see that we are getting a bounce right from this golden pocket, and not only are we getting a bounce from the golden pocket, but when we look at market Cipher B on some of these higher time frames, like even the 8-hour, even the 12-hour, what do we see down here? Well, we see something called the uneven butt cheek pattern. That's right, the uneven butt cheek pattern. What is that? That is where we have a deep momentum wave and then a not so deep momentum wave as the price is making a lower low. Normal people call this bullish divergences, but I call it uneven butt cheeks. And the reason why this is so significant is because this golden pocket is a macro golden pocket, and when we are looking at Fibonacci retracement levels, the higher the time frame, the more significant the level. Now, this is a long trade that I'm currently in. I gave this setup long time in advance, right? We've been waiting for this for a very, very long time. We want to see the bullish divergences on market Cipher B as we come to the golden pocket retracement. And by the way, shout out to everyone who took this long, and shout out to everybody who's been taking these trades in the VIP Discord. We have been absolutely trading the craziest shorts in here lately, right? The setups are all given in advance. The confirmations given in advance. We hit our trades with the juiciest profits. And even just yesterday, guys, we hit the short right into the long for the juiciest profits. And that short from yesterday is obviously still open in massive profits, right? And this is the long that we're currently in right now from that level. So the question, and by the way, if you want to get into the community where we post these setups, it's not a signals group, guys, but it's an educational group where we help each other out. We post the levels, the actual chart. If you want to import the literal chart that I mark up every single day, you can do that right in the Discord with all the juicy levels and everything, as well as many traders in here posting their setups and their levels. It's a great community. You can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. So what are we looking at right now? It's very important if we want to see more upside for two things, okay? If you're not already long from here and you are looking to get into a long, there is a very important box that we have to hold. This green box right here between 37.7 and 38.7, that $1,000 zone. This is massive support. If we lose it, I do believe that we will see the price of Bitcoin go down into the 20s or worse, okay? And so, and I'll get into that why I believe that later. But right now, there are two major things I am looking for. If I was not already in a long and we're contemplating getting into a long, the thing number one that I am looking for is potentially another move to the downside, but we are getting bullish divergences on market Cipher B like this. Thing number two that I am looking for, which would be a very important sign of strength in my opinion, and a true sign of a reversal of the downtrend, would be a reclaiming of this Fibonacci golden pocket retracement at about $40,300, because not only is that the Fibonacci golden pocket retracement, but that is also the the high volume node from the previous area of consolidation, right? So this, in my opinion, if we come above, is now going to be the area where I would look to hop into a long, because we have to be aware of the fact that on a higher term time frame, the reason why this is such a key area of support for us is because we are trading in this massive range here, where we have the low of the range right here at this green box and the high of the range back up here. So potentially we could be looking for a move all the way back up here. Okay, now you might be asking yourself, how is this possible if the weekly time frame is so bearish? Well, we have to also understand that weekly time frames take a long time to play out, and so getting a 13-15% move to the upside, we can still get that and then get another move to the downside. Look at these weekly candles. Sometimes we have a weekly candle on the chart that, although it's a bearish candle, for example, this candle from February 28th, it was a very bearish candle, but when we measure the percent of volatility there, it was a 17% candle, right, from high to low. And so even though the weekly looks so bearish, we could still get a move back up to the high of this local range before getting another move to the downside. So those are the two scenarios that I'm really looking for, as far as if this is going to be an opportunity to get into a long trade if you're not already in a long trade like I myself am. Okay, so let's talk about what could potentially happen here if Bitcoin starts to lose that green box, because this is a range that we have been trading, you know, since the beginning of January, but we have to understand it in the context of a much more larger time frame, which is this. We have a clear low down here at around 30K and a clear high up here at around 65,000, right? And we have to also be aware of the fact that, you know, we have, if we take a look at this right here, all the volume that traded throughout this entire sideways market, we have recently just rejected from the highest volume node that has been traded literally since the fall of 2020. So that is quite bearish, and it's very probable that we at least come back down to visit that $30,000 area, because that is the next major area of support just based on volume. And there's two major areas I think we need to be aware of. First of all is going to be, again, that $30,000 area, which happens to line up very nicely with the golden pocket from the Rona dump to the all-time high. And then also we have a very significant area around the 786 Fibonacci, which is coming in right around that $17,000 area. In fact, if we go to the BLX chart right here, this is Bitcoin from inception, we can see that we have this rising wedge, okay, a rising wedge for Bitcoin. This is the daily time frame we're looking at right here. And the target of this rising wedge is actually down at around that $17,000 area, which in fact is the retest of the previous bull market all-time high. And we broke down out of this rising wedge, we back tested it as resistance, and now we're trading in an upward channel. This could be, guys, a giant bear flag on a higher term time frame, right? So let's just kind of take a look here and contemplate this being a giant bull flag. Let me actually just kind of pop this on right here. Right, if we are going to look at this entire move to the downside and then a consolidation like this and like this as a giant bear flag, right? Look at this. The target of the bear flag, if we break out right here, is also going to be the retest of the previous bull market all-time high. And so we have two patterns that are pointing to this area as a potential support to the downside. And something else I think we should note here is, historically, after every single bear market, we do something on Market Cipher B, which is we come down and money flow comes into the purple and we print a big green dot down here on Market Cipher B. And this signals the bottom of the bear market. And so what I would really be looking for a massive buy signal would be for us to break down out of this bear flag And also, not only the bear flag, but we have the wedge, right? We have two patterns that have the same target. And we also get a deep wave on market Cipher B with a big BitBoy green dot as we retest the previous all-time high of the bull market. Now, of course, we don't have to come all the way down to here for that to happen. There are other areas on the way down, right? But that is a big target that I am keeping my eyes on. Now, if you are watching this video and nothing I say is making sense, you could check out the trading course, jasoncaspertrading.com. There's a 25% discount in the description of the video. This is how we this will give you a clear point A to point B comprehensive trading system so that you always know where you're looking to take a trade. You always have a plan, feel confident in your trades, stop trading with emotion. We give you multiple strategies and stuff like that. You can check out the testimonials here. There's a 25% discount in the description. Also, if you want to learn how to trade with order flow and stuff like that, like this morning in the VIP Bitcoin stream, we literally gave a live setup right here. After we did our Bitcoin technical analysis, we took a short scalp from here, which, by the way, if we fast forward a little bit, we can see, let's see. Was a very nice trade setup. It ended up being a nice trade setup. You could see it played out pretty nicely. But anyway, you can see here that we are going through order flow and stuff like that. If you want to learn how to read this and trade this way, you can also check out the advanced course over here. There's also a 15% discount in the pinned comment of the video. You could check out the preview to see if this is something that you would be interested in. But that is it for right now, guys. That is pretty much it for Bitcoin right now. The short trade that we took this morning was this one right here in the VIP Discord. So that one is currently still open as well. But yeah, I pretty much, the levels that I gave here are what I'm looking out for. And that's it for today's video, guys. God bless everybody, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.